everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. It has been such a long time since I have done one of these videos. I actually paused getting the Abominable Book. Still, how many years have I had this thing? I have actually not been receiving this box for a while now, or actually any subscription box, because my TBR just got wildly out of control. Yeah, I just kept buying stuff and I was buying it much faster than I can read it, so I paused it for a little while, but there was no way I was missing out on the Halloween box. I couldn't not get this in October, so yeah, I started it again, and it's just a nice thing to have throughout winter. I love having a little gift to myself just to open once a month, and I must try harder to actually read the books in the month that they arrive, because if I don't do that, then I just don't tend to read them unless they're Junji Ito. Then that doesn't count, and then I'll read them anyway. But anywho, if you couldn't tell from the title, today we are opening the Full Guts, here it is, just cover up my face, the Full Guts Abominable Book Club book box, and I haven't had it for a while, so I feel like this is going to be like a bit more exciting than normal for me. I've almost forgotten what actually comes in it. First up, as always, the snack is right on the top, and I already have to admit that this box actually arrived on a Monday, so that was a few days ago. I didn't have a chance to record because I was working, so I have already yet again broken into this box and eaten the snack. However, I was going to basically lie and just buy the same snack again because I see them in my local shop, so I did that, but now I'm admitting it, which is silly because why did I bother buying them if not just to eat them again. So they are dark chocolate ginger biscuits, very nice. If you're a fan of chocolate and ginger nuts, definitely recommend these. Next up we have a bookmark. This is the one that I think the guys at the book box design, and it says on the back, just imagine the horrors they would give us if they were with us today, and then it's got little gravestones, one for Edgar Allan Poe, one for Mary Shelley, one for H.P. Lovecraft, and one for Bram Stoker. Actually on top is the second-hand book, which I love opening last because it's wrapped up, and I think that this is my first hardback. I've never had a second-hand hardback from Abominable. I talk about it quite a lot, but one of my now favourite horror books I've got from Abominable, and I literally would never have read it without having received it in this book box, so I'm always really excited to open those, even though they can be a bit of a gamble, but that's the fun of it. So I'm going to leave that till last. And have the teas and coffees, always very handy, especially this time of year. Just shaking out the little dusty package beans. So this is 6 Rooms by Gemma Amore. Actually, a bit close. There you go. 6 Rooms by Gemma Amore. The cover is really cool, like this illustrated, like haunted house with hands coming out from underneath it, which is very cool. We like that a lot. And where's the blurb though? It's one of them. It's one of them that doesn't have the blurb on the back. Where is the blurb? Okay, I'm giving up on the blurb, but you do also get like a little information card, so I'm just going to read off the back of that. So 6 Rooms by Gemma Amore. Those of you who received Dear Laura, I did, from us before will recognise Gemma Amore as a talented upcoming voice in the genre, and she returns to the Abominable Book Club with this exceptional classic haunted house novel. Following a tour guide and his subjects as they tour a sprawling ghostly estate, Amore traverses classic ghost stories and adds her own uniquely poetic twist to the expected. The Sunshire Chateau comes alive through her prose, making this a vivid and scary read perfect for Halloween. That sounds like fun. I'm actually writing like it's not a haunted house, but it's a haunted hotel. It's not The Shining novel at the minute, so I will definitely be reading this, and I love the cover. I like that it's a bit bigger. It feels substantial. Next up we have the Spook Mark, which also has a story on the back. I'm gonna read it. I haven't read one in a while. Angela heard the van pull onto her gravel driveway and stood up from her chair, sighing. She'd been waiting hours for her groceries, and she planned on sending a very stern email once the freezer stuff was away. Relatable. The delivery driver was already approaching the door when she opened it. What time do you call this? I've been waiting. There was a wet shucking sound as the knife slid into her neck. Angela dropped to the ground. The driver turned and walked back to the van, returning with 2 handfuls of shopping bags. He placed the bags around her and tapped up his PDA, confirming delivery. Angela clutched the wound in her neck, trying to stop her blood as it filtered out into the gravel. Her last thought was of the thank you message on the website. Stay home, stay safe, let us come to you. The driver climbed back inside his van, wiped the knife clean and loaded up his next delivery. He had a busy route today, no time to waste. Well, that's fun. Oh, cute! Also have a little vinyl sticker. We love a vinyl sticker. Come on. Do the thing, camera. What do I pay you for? There you go. Also got this really cool little sticker. We love a vinyl sticker, and this is really gory, so perfect. These are so cool. So these are pin badges, enamel pins made by Abracadabra. Best brand name ever. Abracadabra, I said it wrong then. Abracadabra Apparel, and I believe they are also owned by the guys that run this book box. So head over to their Instagram to check out all the pins. They are very, very cool. Lots of them are limited edition. And they are the reason that I own a pin board now. And we have another novel in here. 3 novels. Guys, are really testing me. Oh, I like this cover too. So this is My Heart is a Chainsaw, and it's by Stephen Graham Jones. And on the little card it says, Stephen Graham Jones's enthralling and brilliantly written love letter to the slasher horror genre is our October anniversary featured book this year, and it's with good reason. A stunning exploration of the slasher genre with nods and references galore for all the horror buffs out there, Jones has crafted a tense and heartfelt story that deals with underlying themes of gentrification and indigenous struggles in America. It's got a bunch of gore too, so what are you waiting for? Get stuck in. Yeah, this sounds really cool. Got some pretty cool, not illustrations, but like little accents, I suppose. This feels a little bit like it could be maybe similar to Final Girl Support Group, is that what that's called? Whatever. Yeah, I think it's Final Girl Support Group. That's really cool, and that's about obviously slashers. Quite into some slasher horror. We quite enjoy a classic horror film in this house, so really excited to read this one. Okay. Last but by no means least, need to open this thing. I've made a right mess of this time. Normally I'm really neat. Whoa! This is a good one. Hello, is this even secondhand? Not even that convinced. This is Just After Sunset by Stephen King. I've read a fair amount of Stephen King, nowhere near like all of his stuff. My favourite of his is Misery and The Girl Who Loves Tom Gordon, which is not nearly spoken about enough. But I genuinely have never heard of this, and this is really cool. Very exciting. Oh, actually, it looks a lot older on the inside. 2008. Cool. And the blurb is, so just after sunset. Did you maybe leave the oven on or forget to turn off the gas under your patio barbecue? What about the lock on your back door? Did you remember to give it a twist? Things like that are so easy to forget, and someone could be slipping in right now. Now, just after sunset, as darkness grips the imagination, that's when reality grows thin. When you can feel the everyday become the unexpected in this captivating collection of twist-in-the-tail stories of suspense, terror, and dark comedy from the #1 best-selling writer. A blind girl visits a dying man and saves his life with a kiss. A crime writer is faced with a real crime and has to draw upon his alter ego for courage, and a young couple seek the bright lights of a nearby town and end up playing the jukebox for eternity. This tantalising, thrilling volume explores the human experience as ordinary objects assume extraordinary powers, and familiar journeys take a different turn. From the surreal to the horribly real, King plays a riveting riff which will keep you spellbound from the first page to the last. What would you do if your everyday world were turned upside down in an instant? Okay, so this is a collection of short stories. I've read a few of King's short stories before, but not that many. I'm really excited to give this a go. Was this maybe the best books I've had so far? Potentially. There's like 3 really, really good books in here. I don't entirely know which one to start with. But yeah, I'm gonna crack on, I guess. So that is all for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoy the Abominable Book Club book box. It's definitely my favourite, the best box I've tried personally. If you're a horror or a thriller fan, I definitely recommend you check it out. They do also have a sci-fi box now, which I was kind of tossing up whether or not I should try that one, but my heart is with horror, so here I stayed. But if I run into some extra money or an extra bookcase, then maybe I'll try the sci-fi one too one day. Definitely recommend if you are in the market for a book box, and I do believe they ship internationally, so check them out. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to my channel, and also be sure to check out One Road In. That is my latest horror novel. It came out at the beginning of September. I'll leave a link below if you're interested. Thanks, see you later.